The year is 2022, and time keeps moving on for all of us, but Red Dead Online seems to not want to take those steps forward with us. And before we get stuck in with the new year, I wanted to take one last time to do a reflection on 2021 for Red Dead Online and discuss all of the updates we received throughout the year. There were plenty of opportunities for double money bonuses, gold bonuses, discounts, free rewards and items, and etc. But today, we'll just be sticking with the major content beats. Major being a subjective word here. Nothing we got really was major, and I'm sure many people would agree with that, but these were the bigger additions to the game over our standard weekly updates that we always get. So thank you so much for tuning in and welcome back to the show. This video may actually be a little bit of a longer one than I usually post, at least it seems this way just by looking at my notes. We actually have 13 key points to touch on, so let's get started. If you enjoy this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. So starting off on January 5th, we had our first event week update of the year, featuring bonuses for collector set sales, naturalist sample set sales, bonuses on land of opportunity missions, discounts on revolvers, ammo, provisions, other consumables, stable stalls, horse tonics, free drinks at saloons, and free haircuts for your characters. Nothing super special during that week, but there were some pretty good bonuses to kick off the year. And throughout the year, like I said, there were a ton of other discounts and bonus offerings, and I'm sure we can tally up the roll bonuses for double money, stranger missions, etc. to the dozens, and same with discounts for weapons, horses, roll upgrades, rolls themselves, etc. But now let's just focus on the major content beats for the year. I just wanted to talk about how we kicked off the new year with our standard weekly update. On February 16th, we had the release of 3 new source of employment Telegram missions. These missions were a one-horse deal, rich pickings, and outrider. A one-horse deal had you steal a white Arabian horse from a group of enemies at Emerald Ranch and deliver it to Jay along the coast of Flatiron Lake. In Rich Pickings, you had to rob the mayor's mansion in Saint Denis and seize some of his highly valued jewels and items and deliver them to Jay. And finally, during the Outrider mission, this was basically the simplest out of the 3. You basically help escort and deliver a wagon, and on the way, you fight endless waves of enemies until you reach your destination. These Telegram missions were fun for the first few times, but players quickly grew bored of replaying them, especially when they didn't pay all that well compared to other content in the game, and the downsides were that they halted productions for your trader and moonshiner businesses, so you were definitely losing money time after time when you were replaying these. And there was also a 20-minute cooldown to prevent players from farming them over and over, which all contributed to these missions quickly losing the interest and attention of the player base. But I still do replay them from time to time to have fun. March 16th, we had the release of Outlaw Pass 5, and this was players' hands down least favorite Outlaw Pass at the time, and honestly, for pretty good reasons. It had some ridiculous and silly looking cosmetics compared to previous passes where the outfits and rewards were at the very least pretty decent and at the best really good. Outlaw Pass 5 was a total flop after all for many players, and the most cherished unlock was probably the Australian Shepherd as your new camp dog, and everyone's least favorite unlock was the Faucho outfit, which was greeted by a massive facepalm from the community, and Rockstar even made the facepalm an actual emote in the game and included it in the release of Outlaw Pass 5. On May 25th, we received new horse races. After almost 6 months of no content, Rockstar finally teased players with the release of these new horse races that were added to Red Dead Online, and on its own, it probably would have been another facepalm moment, where not many players wanted horse races in general, and the time to add more of those was like 3 years ago. But if you were trying to play these new horse races, all you'd be greeted by anyway is people spinning in circles because they were AFK and they were trying to AFK farm gold and money. However, the one special thing about this update was Rockstar did confirm the summer update was on the way in the newswire that morning, and that led to a lot of players to cheering themselves up and basically getting ready for the summer's exciting new content on the way, or at the time, so many of us thought, because on July 7th, Blood Money was officially confirmed. We got our first official teases of the next update coming on July 7th to Red Dead Online, which was the Blood Money update, and Rockstar promised homestead robberies and free roam and other various crimes and high stakes opportunities. And so from that week until the release, we sat patiently just waiting for that juicy new content to drop. And on July 13th, Blood Money officially released. And as promised, Rockstar did what they said they would. They added the homestead robberies for the free roam. They added crimes, and they added those opportunities which were supposedly high-stakes robberies that they previously mentioned the week earlier, but they also introduced Capitale, which was a totally useless currency, and whatever ideas Rockstar had for it still I don't think have been fully realized yet, even to this day. And if players aren't angry at the addition of another currency, they were certainly just confused because it doesn't do much for the game and wasn't needed in the game at all, in my opinion. So all of this wait for the new DLC expansion, and players did not like how the new content was implemented, not to mention, besides a few hats for completing those quote-unquote high-stakes opportunities on Ruthless difficulty, there was nothing new that was added that players could buy with all their new blood money, further adding to the confusion and anger of what this DLC was really meant to be and what it was supposed to do for the game. And for active players, it did add more things to do, but for many who just want some new unlocks to check out, it completely missed the mark, and really was only half of an update for all of us players. The opportunity mission that released on the 13th had you steal the Covington Emerald from a train in Saint Denis. On July 27th, the second opportunity released, which tasked players with the objective of stealing a ruby from the Ansberg mine, and then on August 3rd, players had to steal a diamond from an exhibition in Rhodes. Most players, I think, tried them out a few times, but just like the first opportunity, couldn't really see why they needed Capitale to start these missions, and why they didn't pay better than legendary bounties, for example. But one thing to come out of it, which I think many players did end up loving, especially as we got more of them, was the quick draw clubs. Rockstar introduced this new system, and they did away with the old outlaw passes, at least for now, and they switched gears to quick draw clubs, which are rapid fire passes that have 25 levels of unlocks and rewards, and each one is now monetized and released month by month, instead of Rockstar basically dropping a full 100 level pass for a higher price all at once, and then we have nothing until the next DLC update. On August 6th, Quick Draw Club number 2 released with content like the Haverhill hat, and on August 10th, Call to Arms Survival Modes released. This was a great day for players because after the first leaks from over 2.5 years ago to the most recent leaks at the time at the release of Blood Money, we finally got the survival mode in Red Dead Online, which Rockstar named Call to Arms. There are 10 waves of fun survival, fighting off all sorts of enemies, and Rockstar eventually went on to release seasonal versions of these a little bit later on for Halloween and Christmas, which we will talk about a little bit later. What made the release of these all the more special was the 3x bonus on money, gold, and XP, and so players were literally making over $950, 9,000 XP, and 3 gold bars per hour, basically just playing the Call to Arms mode. On September 3rd, Quick Draw Club 3 released with unlocks like the Layham Jacket and the Evans Repeater Cartridge Wrap. On September 28th, we got a second round of new Telegram missions with 3 new hardcore telegrams, and these were free aim-only telegram missions with Good and Dead taking place in Saint Denis, Frontier Justice taking place in Armadillo, and then Cold Day in Hell, which was, for many players, their favorite mission, and that was an invasion and robbery mission in Coulter where you had to steal a valuable document and then deliver that to their contact, Jay. On October 5th, we got the last Quick Draw Club, which was Quick Draw Pass 4, and that released with unlocks like the Ibarra Mauser pistol variant. And then October 28th, we got Halloween Pass 2, which released with some cool unlocks like the Goggle Mask and the Glabella Lantern. Plus, we had Halloween themes Call to Arms playlists on maps like Armadillo, Butcher's Creek, Shady Bell, and Bulger Glade that dropped. And these went away and have not returned since October, but players did enjoy those. And then finally, on December 7th, we had our Christmas update. And we've been over this one plenty of times, but it did feature the best bonuses this year with double money on so many different activities like Call to Arms, Trader Sales, Moonshiner Sales, Legendary Bounties, and more. And we also have free rewards and special gifts for both Christmas and New Year's and just the holidays in general. And it's just too bad that Rockstar unofficially delayed the next major expansion for the game, and the very next day GTA Online players got news and confirmation of their next major DLC for their favorite game, featuring new properties, businesses, vehicles, and a whole new story with Franklin, Lamar, and Dr. Dre. Also, with our Christmas update for Red Dead, we got Christmas themed Call to Arms maps on Coulter, Emerald Station, Hanging Dog Ranch, and more. So overall, we had a lot of different things in 2021, but it was missing the most important thing, which were big expansions to the game. GTA Online was getting smaller, more consistent updates like ours during the first 2 years of GTA Online's life cycle, and then eventually Rockstar started going crazy with massive but less frequent updates in 2015, 2016, and onward. But we still really have not seen that change yet with Red Dead Online. We're still getting these frequent, small smaller updates to the game, and we typically also get 2 larger expansions. However, they don't even come close to GTA's large expansions, and these larger expansions for Red Dead Online have also been getting smaller and smaller recently, ever since Frontier Pursuits in 2019. So I think we all hope that things will change soon. With all that said though, we are out of time here, and I think this is a good spot to wrap things up. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I would love to know in the comments down below which update this year you enjoyed most or you enjoyed least. Even feel free to give me your top 5 or top 3, and if you hated them all, that's cool too. I love reading everyone's responses either way. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and hopefully if you did, I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks. We'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.